Hey guys, these are the SONY WF-1000 Mark 1s. Let's see if they're any good.
Yo, what you doing in here?
What does it look like? I'm shooting a tech review.
Yeah, no, I can see that. I meant, why are you reviewing a pair of earbuds from 2017? And more importantly, why are you reviewing them when the new versions just came out and they're pretty much better in every single way?
I'm reviewing them because they were $200 when they were brand new, and I got mine for $50, so I thought I'd review them as budget earbuds.
Budget? How is that budget? They're $50.
Hey guys, I heard you were talking about wireless earbuds, and I just wanted to let you know that the Samsung Galaxy... No! Get out! Look, I promise we'll get to your review soon, okay? But right now, we're just gonna be talking about the Sony earbuds, okay? Okay, buddy?
You mean the noise-canceling ones? Dude, who needs that when you could just turn up the volume?
Leave!
Fine, I'll go. But y'all are haters anyway.
Where were we? Right, look man. I get that they may not be budget, but they were cheaper than the discounted RayCons I bought in my last review.
Okay, shameless promotion aside, are you sure you want to do this, man?
I mean, yeah, I'm already filming it, so I'd say I'm pretty sure. Who are we gonna upset? Sony? I think they'll be fine.
Hello everybody and welcome back to I'm Blue, Dappa-dee-dappa-die. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Sony WF-1000 Mark 1s refurbished. Now as I said in my Oscar-worthy performance earlier, thank you. These are in fact 2-year-old earbuds, but for the price you can find them at right now on eBay, I'd say they're best in class. Let me explain. Now, as I said, I went for a refurbished model because I didn't feel like paying $100 more to buy these guys brand new. Seriously, on Amazon, they still retail at full price for $187. That's ridiculous. So instead, this is what I get. Earbuds and a charger. The fit. The only part that sucked was that I only got one size of the ear tips with the buds. Now I know what you're thinking. Well, what's the big deal? Right? Like, just replace them. Here's the big deal. I actually tried out the foam tips that came with these guys, and I gotta say, they just make them sound so much better. Now, if you have spare foam tips, and the ones that come with yours, don't fit your ears perfectly, then you, my friend, are one of the luckier ones. I envy you. So what you see is what you get, basically. And you know what? For a third of the price, a way to charge them, and both buds and the charging case working operationally, that's a B+ as far as I'm concerned. Now we get to the juicier stuff. Let's talk about the sound. Now I'm a gentleman, so I daren't sully my lips with foul language, so I'll say this instead. These were fantastic. I mean, I was shook. When I first heard the sound from these, I mean like, if we're talking clarity and bass, then boy oh boy do these have both in spades. And that's right out of the box. But if you don't like what's out of the box, well, Sony's got your back, Jack, because you know what? Their companion app is straight fire. From there you could adjust the EQ settings, the level of bass, pretty much trig out the sound however you want. And from there you can also turn on and off the noise cancelling, which leads me to my next point. The active noise cancelling. Now this is the standout feature of these, and it's why they retailed for $200 with a case this massive, which I'll get to in a minute, don't worry. It's because these guys boast actual, true, active noise cancelling. Now you might be familiar with active noise cancelling on Sony or Bose products with these giant over-ear headphones, but the goal was to bring the same level, or at least a similar level of noise cancellation that you get on these guys on this. Just a pair of earbuds. So how did Sony do? Pretty good. Not great. Like, it's nowhere near as good as the over-ear ones, but I'd say they're infinitely better than any other non-noise cancelling earbuds on the market, which is like all of them. So there's your metric. They're right in the middle there somewhere. I figured out a foolproof way to test out the quality of the noise cancellation on ambient sound. How did I do this, you ask? But seriously though, as much of a joke as that was, it actually did work. Even standing right next to my air conditioner, I could not hear a thing. A little bit of an exaggeration, I grant you, but still, like, I heard everything that was playing clearly. Like, nothing was mistaken, and I'm happy to report that in the real world, they hold up. Whether you're on the train, walking, driving, whatever, just living your normal human life, the noise cancellation is solid. It's rock solid. Plus, it has the advantage of not accumulating a whole lot of sweat, so there's a bonus. Now, each bud has its own little button attached to it. On the left, it's just a voice assistant button, which is kind of a drag because that's the only thing it does. Now, it's your voice assistant of choice, whoever that may be. Me personally, I have Google Assistant, but for some odd reason, it wouldn't connect to my Google Assistant from my phone, so I just tap it and it just like reads my notifications to me and like the weather, which is pretty cool, I guess, but I don't know, I'd rather customize the button to do whatever I want. Now, where it gets really dope is the right button. Now, there you actually have some useful functions. One is the single tap to play or pause, a double tap to skip tracks, and a triple tap to go backwards between tracks. So if you want to have a favorite bud, it's gonna be the right one, which is weird because the left one is technically the master. So essentially what that means is that if you ever want to use one bud at a time, it can only ever be the left one. The right one will just never work by itself. So yeah, good job, Sony. You know, as cool as these things are, there are some things that really annoy me, as does most things with wireless earbuds. The most obvious one is the massive size of both the earbuds and the case. Just for reference, here they are next to the Soundpeats I reviewed a while back, and if you saw that video, then you know that I said that the size of those was massive. But I gotta say, the Sonys have those beat, and more. Second, there is no USB-C or wireless charging, officially making these the third pair of earbuds I reviewed that don't have wireless charging. You know, I feel like it's like a absurd pipe dream at this point, you know? Like, I want to give up hope, but like at the same time I don't want to give up hope, because I'm like, if there ever is a pair of earbuds that does have wireless charging, that'd be pretty great. My third beef is actually with the fit. It's just way too darn slippery. And I don't mean like, you know, it just occasionally fiddles. No, I mean it's slippery. Like, I literally push these in my ear all the time because they're so massive. They're like top heavy because of that curve that they're on. So essentially, it's like a fight against gravity. You have to like press them into your ears and like tilt them to keep them in place, but even that doesn't have a 100% success rate, so they're not as snug. Oh my god, in fact, I would actually go as far as to say these are the least snug fit out of all the earbuds I've ever reviewed on this channel. Now, this one's not a big one for me, but it is something to be noted. These are not sports earbuds. They are not water resistant at all. No IP rating whatsoever. Do not get these wet. They will not survive. And lastly, what is in my opinion the most annoying negative is the craptastic battery life. And I don't mean like craptastic in a, oh, it just doesn't last me a couple, no. It's bad. It's bad. For being honest, it's straight up garbage. Like, you can get a solid 2 to 3 hours of playtime with these per cycle. And the part that really just like rubs salt on the wound for me isn't even the time, it's how they tell you to charge. Or should I say, they don't tell you. So you could just be, you know, having fun listening to your music, just forgetting that you've had them on for about 2 hours, and then they won't warn you. They'll just say, hey man, charge your earbuds, and shut off. Like, that's it. You get nothing else. So, with all that in mind, I bet you're probably asking, Creams, would you recommend these or not? Yeah, for a very specific kind of individual. You don't live in a rainy area, you care about audio quality, and you want to block out any ambient sound because you commute a lot, and you're kind of budget conscious, like moi, then these are a go if you buy them refurbished. Do not buy these new. I cannot stress that enough. Because I gotta say, even in 2019, these 2017 earbuds, they hold up pretty darn good. Thank you to everybody that subbed. I hope I won't disappoint you. For all of those of you who haven't subbed, liked, and whatever, please feel free to.